Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Zubair, and I'm the founder at ZNotes. And today, we're going to be diving back into the Uni Guide series, where we're working to support students on their journey to understand and choose the best higher education options available to them. I'm really excited to be partnering with Chaajao in this event. Chaajao is Pakistan's leading edtech, helping students prepare for university entrance tests through live classes, through practice sessions, and through experts. And today we're joined by Mr. Adnan and Mr. Hunain, who will be talking us a little bit more about what to do to get into the top universities in Pakistan, specifically for engineering. So thanks so much for joining us. It would be great to hear a little bit about your background, maybe starting with you, Mr. Adnan.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Adnan Kumar Siddiqui from Chaajao Technology. Today we will discuss, inshallah, about Pakistan top engineering universities, and as well as we will little bit discuss about international top universities. और हमारा जो सारा फोकस होगा, कोशिश होगी इंशाल्लाह कि हम इसमें तमाम क्राइटेरियाज और एलिजिबिलिटीज, स्कॉलरशिप्स, टेस्ट पैटर्न एंड टेस्ट क्राइटेरियाज ये इंशाल्लाह हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे। शुरू में हम प्रेजेंटेशन देंगे इंशाल्लाह। आफ्टर प्रेजेंटेशन वी विल डिस्कस योर Q&A. Hunain with me, he will support me for question answers and some important tips and techniques for university aptitude test.
Thank you so much. Hunain, over to you.
So this is Hunain. I did my graduation in business in 2017, and after that I am a full-time associate at Chaajao Technologies. We at Chaajao aim for the students' well-being in the best possible manner. Locally, Pakistan, we actually dominate, alhamdulillah, the top universities when it comes to engineering and medical. So here we are in front of you to guide you all we can guide you about all the tips and techniques, accompanied by Zubair Bhai and Andan Bhai. So looking forward to guide you all.
Thank you, Hunain. So as discussed, we will have a dedicated live Q&A. So during the session, as questions come up, please feel free to send them into the chat. And we're excited to share a little bit about our partnership and what we're able to offer together through Chaajao and the support that they're offering in this preparation as well. So let's get started. I'm bringing the presentation on screen. And Mr. Adnan, over to you.
Jazakallah. The main questions about university test preparation is how to get admission, how to get in Pakistan top engineering universities. When we are coming about like top engineering universities, so in our minds we have a PEC, Pakistan Engineering Council. According to Pakistan Engineering Council, like we have ranking of engineering top engineering universities. Every year it's updated according to the research-based universities published papers. For example, last year we have GIK is on top, but right now we have NUST in top. It's a process. After year and years ये ranking change होती रहती है, और change होने का जो purpose होता है, जो process होता है, वो research based होता है. तो तमाम स्टूडेंट्स जो इस वक्त मुझे सुन रहे हैं, वो तमाम स्टूडेंट्स ये बात जहन में रखें कि जब हम टॉप यूनिवर्सिटीज में एडमिशन लेने जा रहे होते हैं तो वहाँ हमें कंपटीशन का सामना होता है, एंड वी हैव अ टफ कॉम्पिटिशंस. वी हैव गुड एकेडमिक्स लाइक A levels, O levels, good excellent grades, and other modes like where they have a percentage system, so good percentage, and then we have a good aptitude. Aptitude means like when you are study science subjects with application, then you can say you have a good aptitude with subject. Subjects, grades or percentage appeared in your transcript or mark sheets, but the aptitude appear in your university admission test. University admission test will test you how about your concept in science subjects. The all admission criteria is based on these two category, like academics and aptitude test. Here in Pakistan, the top engineering aptitude test is called ECAT, Engineering College Admission Test. So inshallah, in this presentation, we will discuss about ECAT and top engineering universities.
Looking forward to it. Sounds fantastic.
I am Adnan Kamar Siddiqui. I teach chemistry, but I more teach counseling, like how to study and how to be a good student for university uh, admissions. For example, in engineering, we have around 2 lakh students in Pakistan who appeared in NUST, and we have only 3,600 around seats, uh, both engineering and general seats.
Okay.
So it's a big competition when we
Mhm.
have 3,600 seats, and participant appeared in test is around 2 lakh. So you can calculate the percentage, almost 1.75 1.8%. मेरे साथ हुनैन है, उन्हें ये ज़्यादा बेहतर पता पाएंगे, मैथ्स के टीचर है माशाल्लाह. तो it's a big competition. When you are going for NUST, when you are going for PIAS, when you are going for GIKI, when you are going for UET, Air University, ComSat, these are the top 10 universities of Pakistan. So counseling is very needed. If you have a good guidelines, right direction, and good academics, then you
Mhm.
can achieve the admission of these universities. So after A levels or after inter or after IB or after diplomas, you have to enter in a universities. But when you have knowledge, then you can achieve a good or top university admission. Otherwise, you can go with XYZ university, which hurt you, which uh, you can lose your background. Like engineering, in engineering you must have a good university tag, like NUST, like
Absolutely.
GIK. In Pakistan, the top universities are NUST, GIK, PIAS, ComSat, UET, Air, and furthermore I will discuss in presentation. Unen, you can share something if you want.
Yeah, so we are here with Adnan Bhai. Adnan Bhai, I usually call him Adnan in Bhai Encyclopedia because, mashallah, he knows inside out about all the Pakistani universities. As he have already mentioned, that there are many universities available in. Actually, if you go to any country, you have tons and tons of universities. But when we talk about good universities, these universities not only provide you good source of income or even a better job market, but in current scenario, these universities give you the opportunity to learn, to have all the research. Because I believe an engineer without good research is not a good engineer. But these universities, when we talk about NUST, when we talk about GIK, they actually give you tons and tons of platform. So yes, I believe that Adnan Bhai is the right person, and through the help of ZNotes, Zubair Bhai, I think you guys are in for an actual information overload. But if you can grasp it and you can shortlist what we are trying to say, so hopefully it will be very beneficial for you. Although I've already introduced myself, I'll just say a line or a few. I did my bachelor's in business in 2017, and right after I got associated in test prep market, and have been associated Chaajao from the very beginning, from when it was a baby to now, mashallah, very big giant of Pakistan. So yes, looking forward to guide you in all possible manners.
Thank you, Nan. Looking forward to diving in.
Okay, when we are talking about Pakistan top universities, we categorize them in government universities, semi-government universities, and private universities. Some government universities are very good, perform very well. Like Hunan said, research is necessary for engineering. So when we have a good opportunities in universities for research, then universities and students both are uh, achieve their targets easily. So in Pakistan, NED, Daud, UET, like अगर मैं इनका नाम भी ले लूँ आपके सामने, NED, दाऊद यूनिवर्सिटी, UET, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी लाहौर, कायद आजम यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी लाहौर, मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी Sindh, Karachi University, Punjab University. These are the top universities of government. In semi-government, we have PIAS, NUST, ComSat, IST, Air, IIEE. Semi-government concept is their fee structure or their financials are subsidized, and these subsidized amount is very nominal or economical. If you want to do engineering in a economical package, so you can go with Pakistan semi-government universities. These are top tier universities and with a very economical package. Pakistan private universities. In private universities, and if we are talking about computer science or software engineering, so we can say FAST, GIKI is top universities in Pakistan. When we are talking about textile, then TIP, Textile Institute of Pakistan. When we are talking about mechanical, mechatronics, then DHS UFA. When we are talking about CS, only CS or data science, we can say Osman Institute or Sasiyat. These are the private universities exist in Karachi as well. So we will discuss inshallah each and everything about these universities in further step.
And what is the economic or financial like package for private universities? Is that much higher than semi-government and government?
इंशाल्लाह we will discuss in further आगे हम इसको
ठीक है.
डिस्कस करते हैं अभी स्लाइड्स आएंगी उसके अंदर स्कॉलरशिप एंड फी स्ट्रक्चर इंशाल्लाह हम डिस्कस करेंगे.
Excellent.
Now, how to get admission, how to make a path towards these top universities, and what are the major tests we can attempt or we can make preparation for them so we can easily get in top universities. Number one, you must have eligibility criteria. What is the eligibility criteria? If you are going in engineering university in Pakistan, you must have 60% or 60% equivalent marks. When we are in Pakistan boards like Federal Board, like Sindh Board, like Punjab Board, so we have percentage, and percentage must be 60% or plus in inter exam. If you are 59.99%, then you are not eligible for engineering. This eligibility criteria is set by PEC, Pakistan Engineering Council. When we are talking about private universities or private boards like Cambridge Board, like IGCSE, like GEC, like Edexcel, they have a different process of grading. So we must have an equivalence certificate. Certificate according to the Pakistan boards. So when we have grades, we convert. We have a department IBCC. It convert grades into percentage equivalence, and that percentage equivalence must be greater than or equal to 60%. If you are interested to get admission in Pakistan engineering universities for engineering program. Other programs you can go with 50% or more, below 60% you can go. But for engineering, you cannot go for engineering if you don't have 60% below marks. Okay. Then after eligibility criteria, entry test. We have 4 entry tests through which we can go or take admission in engineering universities. These tests are very important, but we must know about the weightage of admission on the basis of different tests. For example, in Pakistan, we consider SAT, we consider NTS, we go for ISSB for some universities, but the major opportunity or major weightage on the basis, the major chances you have, maximum probability you have to get admission is university aptitude test.
Their own test.
It is called ECAT, Engineering College Admission Test. If you want to take admission in GIKI, you can acceptable using SAT. If you want to get for NUST, you can acceptable for SAT with SAT. If you want to go in fast, yes, you can go with SAT, but the chances of admission, the probability is less. When we are moving with their own test, like NUST take their test 4 times in a year, GIK test 1 test in a year, fast test 1 test in a year. So we have to be appeared in that test, which increase our admission probability. Okay. Similarly, we have NTS. In some universities, NTS-based admission offered, like ComSec, like IST, like UET, like Air University. In these universities, consider NTS again. these university take their own test as well. So if you want to get admission in both way, so they have both option as well. Uh, Last 2 years, fast removed this policy, and they are now saying they give admission only on the basis of one test. Like if you want to apply in fast, you have chance to appear in NET, you have chance to appear in their own test, you have chance to appear on the basis of SAT, but you can apply on the basis of only one test.
Okay.
These policies updated in last 2 years. Otherwise, they gave option for all three tests. Student can apply for these tests, and they get admission
Simultaneously.
in any one of them.
Okay.
Okay, so these are 4 tests in Pakistan. Number 1, UST aptitude test. Number 2, SAT. Number 3, NTS. And number 4, in some universities, we consider Army, Navy, Air Force basis admission, like in NUST. So few seats are available for cadets, for PN cadets. So we can apply on the basis of ISSB as well. This is called Inter-Service Selection Board. You can go for NUST using this aptitude test as well. So these are the 4 tests. If you want to apply in Pakistan, so you can appear in all 4 tests and apply for top universities. Now we discuss in detail like NET. What is NET? NET is NUST entry test. In NUST entry test, we have 4 options in a year. We can apply in December. Number 1, NET 1 is on December, NET 2 is March or April, NET 3 is May or April, and NET 4 is in July. So these 4 tests you can appear, and the best score or 4 tests, you can apply on the basis of that score.
Okay.
You can apply in all 4 tests, but the admission will get with best score.
Okay.
Okay. Now the test criteria, test pattern. Whenever we are talking about the test preparation, or we counsel the student for test preparation, so we give 4 steps. Number 1, understand the test pattern. What comes in test? In NET, we have maths, we have physics, and we have English. These 3 subjects we have in NET NUST entry test. So if you want to get admission in NUST, you must have a command on these 3 tests. After understanding the pattern of test or subjects, you must have a relevant material. This is the second step, where you can get the best knowledge of NUST entry test. What are the original stuff or relevant authentic material you can solve that comes in entry test. These are 2 important things. One is test pattern, other is relevant material. Third thing is you must have a good practice on past paper, authentic original past paper. In market, you have different PDFs or you have different MCQ books, but these are not authentic. You have to search a platform there you can get the original or authentic past paper. The authentication can be checked using the explanation. If you have a MCQs, if you have a material, but you don't have explanation, video explanation, solution, so you will suffer. You will be in fear. You will confused. These are the things which makes your score down. If you want to make your score up, you want to achieve high score in NET, you must have authentic past paper with video solution explanation. Alhamdulillah, Chaajao is dealing with this, and Chaajao has already a variety of question bank with all video solution. So you can use this. Next, last but not the least, test yourself. If you are preparing for NUST University NET and you are not test yourself, so you cannot understand what comes in paper, where are you standing, how much you need in maths or physics or English. So if
Hmm.
you want to understand how much you want more time or more understanding about the subjects, you have to test yourself.
Got it.
Again, we have past paper, we have GTs, we have mocks. If you can solve these, so you can have idea about these practice tests.
So, Mr. Adnan, if we just
Yes.
briefly ask you a quick question on this. So, one of our listeners is asking us, what's the best way to prepare and how far? So, you mentioned the importance of understanding the requirements, having the resources, having the past papers, and then practicing. How far ahead would you be planning to prepare for such admissions tests? You said that there's 4 dates to be available as well for such of these exams.
Yes. Yes. Four steps. I told you that we have 4 steps in which we can prepare ourselves well. I think you are asking this
Yes, but what
again.
about what? How far before should I start preparing? Like, is it 1 month, 3 months, 6 months? How much time should I need for preparation for
I'll
such
add
tests?
some. Nali, I'll assist
Okay.
you in
Okay.
this. I personally believe the best time to start for these universities is at least give them 1 year. I believe you give your A levels or your high school two full years. So these
Yes.
universities who are super competitive, you should start at least 12 months early. You should plan to be giving your first NAT and then the second and then the third and then the fourth, regardless of whatever score you have, regardless of achieving all the best possible scores, because it's a chance. So a person who is planning to apply in these top universities should have the capacity to apply in all of them and
Okay.
give at least a solid 6 month leverage, bare minimum, before attempting the first one and then going on with all the flow, because all these
Got it.
universities give you 2 3 options. So I believe
Mhm.
right after your AS you should be doing this.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for explaining.
After getting the idea about the test pattern or preparation, you must have a knowledge about the percentage criteria, how much O levels percent, how much A levels percent, and how much test percentage count in your admission. So 15% your A levels, 10% your O levels, and 75% of test. When a student comes to me for knowing the admission criteria, and I told them कि बेटा अभी तो 25% आपने काम किया है ए लेवल्स तक, अभी
Hmm.
75% काम बाकी है, तो
They're in
बस
shock.
शक्ल देखने वाली होती है बच्चे की कि सर मतलब 13 ईयर्स ए लेवल्स करने पर 14 ईयर्स की पढ़ाई, 13 ईयर्स मेरे इतने क्रूशल गुजर गए और आपने कहा कि 25% हुआ है. This is the reality. For
Okay.
NUST, we have academics, we consider academics 25% and 75% consider the test. So
Okay.
if you have triple D in your A levels, so there is no such issue which makes your admission cancel or your admission is down if you can have a good marks in NET. So NET is again for NUST admission.
Okay.
If you can get 150 score in nurse test out of 200, then you can eligible for getting admission in NUST.
Okay.
For your desired faculty, for your desired campus, you must have more score like 160 plus, 165 plus, 170 plus. The aggregate for software engineering is last year is 83 point something. So if you want software engineering, if you want computer science, these are the major fields. Last 2 years, the closing percentage is very high. So you
Okay.
must have
You have to
idea
be over 83%
when
in the
you
final results.
want to go in software engineering, computer science, AI, data science, cybersecurity, gaming. These are the field which closing in on high notes. So you must have good percentage, good grades with good aptitude like a NET. For
Got
NUST,
it.
the fee criteria is economical, is not a very high, 174,000 is a total semester fee, and you have many options for scholarships or financial aids. But these financial and these scholarships only available when you submit their financial aid form during the submission of entry test form. ये एक ऐसी बात है जो स्टूडेंट्स मिस कर देते हैं, और मिस करने के बाद जब एडमिशन हो जाता है, एट दैट मोमेंट दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट द स्कॉलरशिप और फाइनेंशियल एड, दे कैन नॉट गेट, because the time when he has to submit the form of financial aid, he missed it, so he has no chance for a scholarship or financial aid in the future. So it's a very important thing when you want financial aid or scholarship in NUST. So you must have to submit the financial aid form before admission. Like they have a time limit for this. This year, 22nd May और 19 May, I think these are the two dates जो क्लोजिंग थी इनकी एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म की स्कॉलरशिप या फाइनेंशियल एड की. जिसने उसको फिल किया वो इस साल स्कॉलरशिप और फाइनेंशियल एड के लिए कंसीडर होगा इंशाल्लाह.
Okay, understood. Very clear. Thanks for walking us through NUST in very detail.
Next. Okay. Test dates. Right now, in July, we have an NET4. This is the last chance for NUST. Otherwise, we have December, we have February, March, and we have April, and we have July. So now we have only one chance. If a student want to get admission in 2025, the best 2025 is closing, and the last attempt of test is on 17 July till 20th July. Okay,
for NET.
So if 17 July till 28 July, यहाँ 7 to 8 जो 18 जुलाई लिखा है, बट ये 17 जुलाई था, इसमें थोड़ी सी करेक्शन है. 17 जुलाई till 28 जुलाई 3 दिन ये टेस्ट होगा. 17, 18, 19 ये हमारे टेस्ट होंगे.
अच्छा, this is fast to them.
एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म सबमिट हो रही है, द प्रोसेस इज ऑन. यू कैन अप्लाई, यू कैन appear on 17th or 18th or 19th, whatever you suit. आप जब अप्लाई करोगे तो आपको डेट्स की सिलेक्शन वहां पर मिल जाएगी. आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. आपके पास बीएस प्रोग्राम भी है, बीएस इंजीनियरिंग प्रोग्राम भी है. बीएस प्रोग्राम में आपके पास बीएस केमिस्ट्री है, बीएस फिजिक्स है, बीएस अप्लाइड फिजिक्स है, बीएस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, बीएस नेवल आर्किटेक्चर है. तो ये हमारे पास बीएस के नस्ट में प्रोग्राम्स हैं अगर बीएस में अप्लाई करना है. इसके अलावा बी की तो पूरी लिस्ट है कि बी प्रोग्राम में यानी इंजीनियरिंग के प्रोग्राम में भी आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. तो अभी आप अप्लाई कर दें, उसके बाद इनका टेस्ट होता है. तो टेस्ट की प्रिपरेशन मैंने आपको बता दी कि टेस्ट की प्रिपरेशन के लिए आप हेल्प ले सकते हैं छाजाओ से. और फिर इसमें जो आपका टेस्ट पैटर्न है, साथ में ही आप ये जो फी स्ट्रक्चर है, स्कॉलरशिप फॉर्म है, ये तमाम अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी ले सकते हैं.
Okay, so Adnan bhai, am I audible? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you hear me, Adnan bhai?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Adnan bhai, so you have already discussed about NUST. This is of fast, I think. Yeah, this is of fast.
हमने fast right थी. मैं वही कहूँ ये टेस्ट डेट जो है वो okay. Sorry guys. Now after NUST we have FAST, and FAST is a leading university in computer science. When we are talking about computer science in Pakistan, we have two major options. We have lots of other options, but the major options in which research opportunity is unlimited. The guys who study in FAST, they give feedback about opportunities. They have many opportunities. These options are: number one is ComSet, number two is FAST. You can apply in these two universities if you want in computer science research programs. Computer science research program means if you want an excellent AI expert, if you want a cyber security expert, if you want data science expert, you can join these two universities. These are very good options, very good options. The ranking of these universities you can check from QS ranking. You can check from London I am missing something. लंदन यूनिवर्सिटीज के एक रैंकिंग स्कीम है, वहां से आप देख सकते हैं. दीज आर द ग्लोबल रैंकिंग फॉर फास्ट एंड कॉमसेट. आफ्टर दीज इन पाकिस्तान, these are the top universities for computer science and software engineering. So we have a criteria for engineering in FAST. 17% your matric or O levels, or if you are IB student or a GCE student or edX student, so 17% is your O levels. 50% is your test in A levels, or 33% is test. While in BS computer science, these criteria for engineering.
Yep.
And the criteria for the BS computer science is 10% metric, 40% A levels, and 50% test. These are
Okay.
the criteria for getting admission fast. And the paper pattern or preparation plan is, in fast test, we have advanced maths, we have general maths, which is also called basic math, we have IQ, we have English. We have negative marking as well in math section.
Okay.
So if you are going to appear in fast, you must have good command on maths, advanced maths, like you study in your maths, calculus, differentials, integrations, functions, limits, conic sections. These all are the crux of fast test. If you are very good in maths, you can easily get in fast. You can easily get a good aggregate in fast. Fast aggregate is composed of three things like O levels, like A levels, and your test. The major percentage of your admission again is based on your test. In fast,
Okay.
we can apply with NTS, we can apply with SAT, we can apply with fast entry test. But my suggestion is always, when we are going for Pakistan universities, my suggestion is university own test. Like fast will take will going to take in test in July 8 till 17 July. So you can apply now for fast and get the admission fast.
Okay, Nandi, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I believe,
Yes.
mashallah, you since you know a lot about these universities, I believe this might be information overload for many of the other students. So, what's your take on it? So, rather
No,
than if we go into the minute details, if we can just skim it, what do you say?
yeah, I think it's been really helpful to understand the importance to place on every entry test, but we can continue a little bit faster so we can have a chance for some Q&A as well at the end.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense, makes sense.
yeah.
So,
But
Nandi,
just to confirm,
yeah, yeah.
there's one in entrance test at FAST. So that is delivered by their own university that is applying for both engineering and computer program. It's the same entry test though.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Got it.
The pattern
Perfect.
is same for both, but the criteria and the weightage varies. Adami,
Got it.
if you can run down the slide, I would really want to guide to help you on this.
The last thing is about fast entry test is very crucial, that
Yeah,
calculator
sure,
is not
please.
allowed. When we are talking about fast test, the advanced maths is important, and we don't have a calculator. So
Okay.
we must learn the tips and techniques how to solve maths without calculator. Then we will good inshallah for fast test.
Okay, if we talk about advanced math, just to add to it, advanced math is basically the calculus math, the differential and all these math.
Okay.
While
Is it
basic math is
applicable
hardly
at
to
A
get
level
compared.
math or further? You say A level further math as well?
Yeah, A level further math.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Let's move on to the next university then.
Yes.
So this is
So
PIEAS.
I'll just run down about PIAS. PIAS is one of the top universities of Pakistan, and it's actually famous for those who are into research. You talk about nuclear sciences, you talk about chemical engineering,
Okay.
all the top nuclear scientists, all the top chemical engineers are from these universities.
Okay.
Although it's one of the top universities, but it has very limited seats, around 100 or max. So it's very tough to get in. However, the fees is very nominal. If I convert it into dollars, I think it's not even $300
Per
per
semester.
semester. So that's, I
Okay.
think, a very nominal fee for all those who are targeting Pakistan. So although it has taken its first test, but it's ready for its round two, which is on 29th of June, and same criteria like other universities. uh, there's one thing common in these universities. You see, the test is majorly dominated by the sciences subjects. However, somewhere you find chemistry, while somewhere you don't. However, math is constant.
Yeah.
So we talked about NUST, we talked about FAST. Same goes with PIAS. The pattern is around 30, 30, and 10. But with what I have seen in the past few years, Pakistani universities have adopted to the current scenarios. For example, some universities just removed chemistry and computer from their test. So Pakistan, Alhamdulillah, has been in the ranking, and it's actually trying to compete with the top universities globally.
Yeah.
Can you move on to the other university?
Sure.
Same goes with GIK. GIK is a private university. However, there's a red alarm over here. The fees, you have not seen this fee anywhere in other universities. But if you talk about GIK, so that's around $1,500. That's still very affordable globally. All those who are expats or people living abroad who really want to do their engineering from Pakistan, that's a very, very nominal fee. And it's actually, the university is near Islamabad. So you can also have all the the blessings of Islamabad if you actually study over here. The criteria is 85% test, 5% metric, and 10% is your A levels, 5% O levels, and 10% A levels. You see, there's no chemistry over here.
Yeah.
So yes, this is the new criteria. Universities adapt, and what I have seen in these top universities is they are following the global criteria. They are giving more weightage to math and physics.
Okay. Understood. And again, the entry test here is a unique one to GIKI. What is it called?
Sorry, come again.
What's the entry test for GIKI?
Okay, so you can enter into GIK through SATs too, but GIK's own test is, there's no fixed name, but we call it GIK's own test. For example, FAST own test.
Got it. So
The university
they're the
test.
institutions their own test.
Yeah.
Understood. It's clear. Moving on to the next institute.
Okay, so Adnan talked about 4 different possibilities through which you can get into Pakistan. He talked
Yes.
about university's own test. He
Yeah.
talked about ACTs. He talked about ISSB, which is our forces test, armed forces test. If you clear it, you also get exemption in different universities. And this is the fourth one. NTS is a government test. I think it's of $3 to $4 if I'm not wrong, and it's actually conducted 12 times a year, every month. So if you
Okay.
get a good score, which is around 85 percentage, you get these following universities text exempted. Your FAST, ComSet, IST, UAT, and AIRS test is exempted. So we at Chaajao ask our student, we ask them to give these tests mandatorily, despite ignoring what result they get. We just ask them to give them regularly, and a lot of students at Chaajao cleared the top universities through these tests. So it's a very, very good opportunity.
Okay. So in terms of the strategy, would you say that some students like to continue to do NTS during the year, as well as the university's own test, if you have a preference, let's say for FAST or NUST, so you would then do their own test as well as an NTS in case you pass NTS and are able to apply through that pathway?
Yeah, exactly. But there's a thing that the NTS is only eligible for these 5 universities. For
Got it.
NUST, it's of
It
no
has to be
use.
anything.
However,
Yeah.
students targeting fast, it's actually a blessing.
Got it.
Yeah, you can move forward. Scholarships. So in Pakistan, what I have seen, what I have learned from Adnan Bhai is, if you are a good student, if you have the desire, the fire in you, money is never a barrier. These are some top-notch scholarship criteria, some top-notch scholarship options, and if you really are not able to afford the basic fees, these scholarships will help you get into your university, and you can complete your bachelor's actually free of cost.
And what is the process? Because I think Adnan Saab mentioned that he could, you have to apply for, let's say, financial aid at some point during the process of the admissions. Is that the same, or is it pre or post application?
Okay, so these scholarships vary case to case. Some in some scholarships, you have to actually apply 4 to 5 months earlier. However, majority of these scholarships lie around the admission process, but it varies case to case. But there are so many options that even if a student miss the university's own deadline, he or she can get through these. However, if someone is really deserving, he or she has to and will have to keep an eye on every single opportunity.
Got it. It's very helpful.
Okay, so that's actually a very important slide. Thank you, Nandi, for adding this. We actually believe that what we study in our high school is enough to get into top universities. However, people we have students over here who are actually all over around the world. I believe
Yeah.
they are they actually know that when we talk about top universities, we talk about Harvard or even MIT or even uh, you can name any university. Uh, the new requirement is either you have to give SAT or you have to give IELTS, depending case to case, right? Same goes with Pakistani university. Just having academics, just having A levels or local board is not enough. That's actually 25% on average, as mentioned by Adnan Bhai. Your A level
Mm.
criteria is just 25%, and that's even average. GIKI asks for 15%. So you need to prepare because you have done your academics through book reading. You have the bookish knowledge. However, aptitude is more about your IQ, your skill set, your application.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how many. Everyone knows what is y is equals to mx plus c. I'm a math teacher. I love to give this example, but does anybody know that if we book a cab, if we get Uber, this is also y is equals to mx plus c. I believe this. If I keep on talking about this, it's going to become a math class.
Yeah.
However, just to give you an idea, y is equals to mx plus c, c is the constant. It's actually the fixed price you have to pay Uber just to call it.
Mm.
M is your per kilometer charge. X is your number of kilometers. So y is equals to mx plus c. And people say, where is math? Where is chemistry? Where is physics? So going down the line, there's no calculator allowed. There is negative marking. There is a time constraint. You know all the possible formulas. You know everything. But if you do not know the application, it's of no use. And this is where we Chaajao step in. Hundreds and hundreds of students get into top universities.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go forward.
Sure.
So, what's the solution? The solution is you need guidelines, you need experts, you need relevant material. Relevant is our keyword. We keep on saying it every single time. You just Google and you find a dozen of material with no header, no footer, nothing, and just blank scanned on your face. You just have to you just have to read them, and you believe I am ready for NUST, I am ready for fast. This is not the criteria. You need some solid criteria. You need some good people. So there's also a myth. People actually believe they can do it by themselves. Yes, to an extent, they can. But for that, you still need someone. You need a relevant material. You need regular counseling. To do your A levels, you
Mm.
need a teacher. Same goes with university test. And uh, just to actually make it more clear to everyone, people think uh, if I do not study for these universities, any university will take me.
Mm.
Think about it like uh, university choosing you among thousands and you be able to choose five possible universities among the dozens. I'll make it more precise. You should be the one choosing universities. You should be the one getting into top five universities and then shortlisting it.
Yeah.
Rather, the second tier or the third tier universities just calling you to fill up their seats and get the admission fees. This is very blunt of me, but that's the harsh reality.
Yeah. Very important thing that it's also the importance of you as an individual to choose the best institution for you to succeed in, and it's important to prepare to be able to access those institutions.
100%. So these are our results. Uh, a lot these results might not be very familiar to you guys, mainly because you do not know the total number of criteria and everything. But trust me when I say this, these are literally the best possible results we can provide to you. And
Fantastic.
as Adnan bhai said, total of 3000 seats are there in actually NUST, from entire Pakistan locally, and we are easily able to cross 200 mark, 250 mark. The same goes with FAST. There are around 1000 seats, 440 seats were from FAST. Every single university you name it, and our students, alhamdulillah, are studying over there. This is our breakup of the following universities. We have
Fantastic.
crossed the 200 mark in NUST. To get admission in NUST is a dream of every single sciences student in Pakistan, engineering student in Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah. This is incredible to see the fantastic results that you are achieving through the work at Chaajao as well. I'm keen to hear a little bit more about what support is available, but also conscious that I'd like to move on to Q&A. So I'll go to the next slide, and maybe Hunain, you can share a bit about what Chaajao is exactly doing and what support we're doing together to
Sure,
make it
sure.
easier for ZNotes users, and then we can move on to Q&A. So
100%.
if I
You can move
go
forward. Yeah, you
into
can move forward.
this
Okay, no.
lesson, yeah,
So, if we talk about Chaajao, we can divide it into three major portions.
sure.
One is live classes. Second is class recordings. Number three is our ultimate practice zone, which is a crucial need by if even if you're studying somewhere else, this is your go-to. What do I say? Go-to product. So I'll talk about live classes. In our live classes, no, you can you please
Sure.
move again? Thank you so much. So in our live classes, there's actually no rocket science. You are anywhere in the world, you can study with us. You can ask your question and answers live. We'll be teaching like. Uh, Even if we talk about this session, you can actually assume this is our live classroom course.
Absolutely.
Moving
Yes.
forward, our recorded courses, we do not just provide you our Zoom live classes recordings. We have made an entire live recorded course in which the teacher has streamlined everything. It's not a class recording. On the contrary, it's actually small videos giving you concepts of every single concept you can imagine. Like for example, I talked about y is equals to mx plus c. It's a bite-sized video. There are actually 25,000 bite-sized video altogether
Wow.
in different programs. However, if I talk about engineering universities, I'll assume it will be it. Sorry, it will be around 2-3,000 max. But in these, all the possible concepts in the best possible way will be delivered to you, so that you can learn independently at your own place. You can review every lecture, and in fact, you can discuss in our WhatsApp group. So this is an added
Amazing.
feature. Our ultimate practice zone, these are the number of questions we have solved and then provided video solution of these questions.
Okay.
And these questions have been checked by not one, not two, a dozen of teachers, every single subject. So we believe we have achieved 99.99% efficiency. I'll still keep the 0.01 mark just for human error.
Yeah.
So I believe not a single institute in Pakistan has this. We have been doing this since past 3 to 4 years. We have excelled in it, and Alhamdulillah, uh, thousands of students are actually craving for it. They really want this in their preparation. They
Nice.
have been we have built trust in them, and Alhamdulillah, this is one of the unique features of Chaajao, that we provide students with the relevant material as talked about earlier.
Amazing. Very, very useful. And these are specifically targeted towards those admissions tests of each university that we've talked about today.
For sure, 100%. You talk about all the engineering universities, and mind you, these are only the engineering universities. We have medical, we have business universities, we
Yes, I
have
can see that. Yeah, for example,
marketing
you have
products, and a gazillion more things. So that's a special offer for you, Zubair bhai. I,
yes,
I really want you to announce it for your students.
absolutely. So it's been amazing to know the team behind Chaajao and explore how we can ensure that students through ZNotes can also maximize the benefits that Chaajao is providing, especially when it comes to their courses, their practice materials. So we have a special coupon code that you can use when you're purchasing certain services from them, and be able to get a significant discount. It's quite an incredible offer, and we have a limited time for it. It's a few weeks ahead, especially coming up to the July exam date. So we would love for those students who are preparing and want to get benefit from what Chaajao is offering to be able to benefit from these discounts codes, both on the recorded courses and practice zone, a different discount that there, and then the live online classes, which would be more engaging and more personalized as well. So these details will also be in the description of the video, as well as on, if you have a ZNotes account, then you will see it under special offers as well.
Just
So
to add
thank you
one
for your
more thing,
team.
Zubair, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. Before we
Of
go
course.
on to the question and answers, we have also excelled in the SATs. Many students globally are very concerned about SATs. You will find the best possible new digital SAT material, which is not easily available elsewhere. All I've seen on internet is people have modified the old material and just tweaked it, and they are calling it digital, the new digital material. However, if you go through Chaajao, you will find out the best possible SAT material. And since we are based in Pakistan, I personally believe it will be very economical for a lot of students globally. So you can
Absolutely.
actually have the best of SAT material.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for talking us through that. I think we'll move on to Q&A, but just final things to mention. Maybe you can add this to the final points, Hunain.
So all those students who are actually concerned about this year's university's admission test, I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart, but you have only 2 days, because we believe in the best possible preparation. If a person really wants to get the best of us, he has to come at a desired particular time. However, if for any reason he or she wants to join in later, which I presume should not be a thing, he can get a combination of our live classes and recordings. However, I particularly believe this is your deadline. If you really want to study at Pakistan engineering universities, you have only 2 days to get along with us. However, if you're in your AS right now, you just got free from your AS, you can join us in August and be attached with us for the entire year, for the entire cycle. The cycle I talked about, we expect students to give us 1 year so that we can land them in whatever university they desire. All we ask from them is to give us their 100%, and inshallah ta'ala, they name the university, they'll get in the university.
A very powerful guarantee.
Thank you so much.
So let's move on to the Q&A. We have had some questions coming in. For the comment which asked about the links, I have just sent some links into the chat, so you can use that to access both the application or the web page as well. I want to bring up a question from JJ asking about the importance of extracurricular activities and what is valued by engineering programs. We've talked a lot about the academics and the admissions test. Is there any weightage towards the actual extracurriculars, or is that not that important for Pakistani universities?
Okay, so Pakistani engineering universities does not require any extracurricular activities. One, because there is actually no criteria for them. Number two, there is no interview.
Okay.
In business universities, we have interviews. So at that point, you need extracurricular activities. However, for engineering or medical, you do not need them. You actually don't need a single one, but you
Okay.
should be doing it, obviously.
Got it. Interesting. This one came up a little earlier as well, but I'd like to kind of build upon that. So we've talked about 4 different types of tests that are applicable when it comes to engineering universities in Pakistan: the university zones tests, the SATs, the NTS, and then the armed forces test. But when it comes to things like SATs and NTS, these are like regular ones you can do during the year. Would you recommend as experts to do multiple tests and prepare for them all the time, or just focus on a single one and then put your energies towards a single university test? How do you usually help students prioritize? Maybe I can ask Mr. Adnan first, and then
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In Pakistan, we have a general test like ECAT course. If we prepare a student for ECAT, so we assume that he or she can apply and get admission in all top universities and get their desired field, inshallah, easily.
Okay.
So ECAT is a course. If you prepare for that ECAT course, so you are able to get admission in GIKI. You can apply in NUST. You can apply in UET, ComSat, FAST. Their own test. Well, why I am suggesting the own test? Why I am not suggesting other? Because the
Yeah.
weightage of admission is based on their own test. 80-90%. In NUST, there are only 2% seats on the basis of SAT. It is written on
Okay.
their website that there are
Okay.
only 2% seats on the basis of SAT and the 98% seats on the basis of NET, NUST entry test. So we are providing ECAT course, and in that ECAT course, you cover all this university preparation. So you have only one course, ECAT. You can get ECAT and take up preparation for all these universities.
Fantastic. So that's very helpful to know. So at the end of the day, the other options don't have as much weightage within universities. So thank you for responding to those questions. And those who are listening in live, we are open to any questions you may have as well. And I'll continue to bring up some questions that have come up during the live session. But feel free to send messages in the chat. Maybe Hunain, this one goes to you. You talked about the importance of a student choosing the best university for themselves. Now, what if you have had multiple university acceptances? Um, what factors should you consider when you want to choose the best one for you? What we've talked a lot about there, the research ranking. We talked about the cost. We've talked about the career progression. Can you give us a little bit of understanding on how you select top institutions?
That's actually a very good question. Uh, I personally believe the number one most important thing should be ranking.
Mm-hmm.
If a university is ranked in top in Pakistan and also recognized globally, for example, NUST, GIKI, PIAS, these universities are also accepted globally.
Yeah.
They are in top 200, top 300 in QS ranking. So
Yeah.
that's a major uplift when we talk about choosing a university. Secondly, what I personally believe is the financial cost. If you feel uh, you are not up for, some people do not take financial aids. They think that they think that they should either skip the university and rather not take financial aids. So if you feel that a university might be a burden on you, you can
Mm-hmm.
skip to other university. Number three, I believe with the new uh, uh, change after pandemic, students actually try to stay at home more or be
Mm-hmm.
closer to home rather than going far away. So if you find a university in your own city or your locality, I believe that's actually a plus for you. And lastly, the student body, the alumni, the number of people who are actually in the market who have graduated from the particular university, because
Mm-hmm.
you will find these people as your mentors, as your supervisors in coming years, and you might feel the connection with them in the entire job market.
Understood. So it's about number one, ranking, because it also links to the global relevance of your degree and the opportunities it unlocks. Number two is to make sure that the budgets align with your financial capabilities. Number
100%
three was around proximity to home and your
proximity to home.
familiarity with the region or city that you're in. And number four, looking at the importance of the alumni community and the student body as well. Very good factors for all of us to consider when we're choosing an institution. So it's not just about um, deciding on one factor, but it's considering all of these holistically.
For sure.
Thanks, Elaine. Uh, I will continue to wait if there are any final questions that come in, but we have one more question that's specifically targeting those students who are considering the software engineering industry. What we talked a lot about this, but maybe we can just recap. What are the best institutions in Pakistan when it comes to software engineering? Maybe Nansa, we can share a little bit on feedback on that.
Adnanbi, I would really want you to comment on this so that you can highlight all the possible universities.
They are asking about the software university, not computer science. There is a difference between computer science and software engineering. First, you must
Okay.
know about the difference. Uh, Sometimes students come to me and asking about computer science, but they want to do software engineering. In
Okay.
mind, they have a concept of software engineering. They want to become a software engineer, but they are saying, or they have a words on their tongue they want computer science.
Hmm.
So we must know about the application, industrial application of computer science as well as software engineering. So when we talking about the software engineering, we are more relatable, more connected with the programming,
Yeah.
coding.
Yes.
And when we are talking about computer science is a very vast field. It comprises of data science, it's comprised of AI, it's composed of cybersecurity, gaming, animation, and the core subjects for computer science is mathematics. If you are
Hmm.
interested for mathematics, then you have to choose computer science. If you are interested for coding and you have a very good IQ, then you have to go with software engineering. Software
Okay.
engineering is a programming, and computer science is like troubleshooting of computer related applications. For example, Microsoft बनाना सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर का काम था और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट को ट्रबल शूट
Kalana.
करना उसकी एप्लीकेशन एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज कंप्यूटर साइंस. सो एक
Okay.
छोटी सी एग्जांपल मैं कोशिश की मैंने कि आई कैन एक्सप्लेन यू. सो you must know about the difference between computer science and software engineering. If you are interested and you are clear to do software engineering in Pakistan, we have a good option like ComSet, like GIKI, and like FAST. These are
Okay.
three institutes which have a very great career opportunity in software engineering. One
Okay.
more thing I will add in the last question, that what are the factors when you have many options, when you select in many universities like 3 or 4 or 5, the collaboration of university with industry.
Hmm.
This is very important.
Hmm.
If you have a university which is collaborated with industry, so you have lab opportunity in your study time.
Yeah.
For example, here we discuss a PIAS. PIAS is collaborated with Suparco. So when students come to PIAS, they have a nuclear technology in their labs, and they can easily practice with theoretical concept.
Hmm.
So you must have idea about those university
That have.
which are connected with system engineers. System Engineering Corporation in Pakistan is one of the top engineering software engineering company which is connected with FAST, ComSet, and GIKI. So if
Okay.
you are choosing these three options for your career in software engineering, good for them.
Amazing. So the importance of looking at industry partnerships as well. That brings us a little bit over time, but at the end of our session. So thank you so much, both Mr. Adnan and Hunain, for sharing your very insightful and detailed experience on applying
Thank
to
you for having
universities.
us.
It's been really wonderful, and again, really excited by our partnership with Chaajao to make sure that more and more students can benefit from their services, especially when it comes to preparing for various tests online. So we have a number of support systems available, and you'll see more links on the chat and following follow-ups as well. That brings us to the end of the session. Again, thank you both, and thank you for all of those who've joined in live, for your questions and for your engagement as well. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much for having us. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.